All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and peace and mercy to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with another quick epistle, not to envy the wicked, especially, starting with Esau, Edom, right, the so-called white man, the so-called white woman, the rich people, the elite, and even the Israelites of our nation that seem to be prospering, from Oprah down to these so-called social media influencers that are getting rich, or if not rich, literally making decent money to do whatever the hell they want, while it seems we constantly, as the Lord's hopeful elect, are suffering. Now we understand why at this point, but if you don't have an understanding, it could throw you off, man, and cause you to go off, cause you to have the spirit of strife, the spirit of covetousness, extreme jealousy. It could drive you to rage, etc., man. So we just have to remember what the Lord taught us concerning not to be worried about this and keep our minds focused on the goal, man. A brother just did a beautiful testimony of a dream that he had concerning the kingdom, man. All right, and if you brothers, hey, look it up, man. Those testimonies, when brothers and sisters receive visions of the kingdom, man, it's very motivating. And what the Lord, has for us is gonna blow whatever a person has attained on this side. It's gonna blow it completely out the water as soon as Yahushua returns and he changes us, man. It's going down, then and there. It's all going to be worth it. It's going to be worth our sacrifice, worth our sufferings, man. And it's our fault because we transgress, man. But again, seeing people prosper, it could really, really drive you crazy. And if you're not strong in the spirit, it can lead you to go back into the world, which is something we definitely can't do. All right. So I've got a couple precepts. This is Proverbs 24 and verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men. Starting with Esau, Edom, man, the so-called elite, the trillionaires. All right. And, the other nation, you got them, people in Saudi Arabia and Dubai, they're prospering, driving around and gold Maseratis and shit like that. Neither desire to be with them. So there it is, man. Plain and simple. Don't envy evil men, nor desire to be with them or have their lot, man. As an NBA player, as Shaq, his stature, his money, his fame, his fortune. All right. Because we do, for face value, we do know that they're not calling upon Yahweh Shema Shah, not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, so they're probably likening to an evil man, those NBA players. They're rich, and we do know what the Lord said about a rich man entering into the kingdom of heaven. It'll be easier for a camel to enter into the eye of a needle than for a rich man to, paraphrasing, to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. And then we'll scroll down. Proverbs 24 and verse 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. There it is again, reiterating. Don't envy the wicked, because their judgment is coming and it's not going to last forever. All right. And it's just a mediocre example of what the Lord has promised us, man. Their fame, their beauty, their stature, etc., man. We just have to be patient. It's definitely easier said than done because we're living it in real time, day in, day out. We're going through these trials and tribulations, and it could get very, very difficult. And guess what? We're prophesying it's going to get even more difficult in relation to the great tribulation, Jacob's trouble. It's going to be all type of issues that we're going to be faced with. But We got to keep our eyes set on that prize. And that's why I brought up those testimonies, because they are beautiful. And I believe, hey man, the brother, I heard that brother say it, I don't know the brother name. Just type it in, man, look up the testimonies. And then it was a sister that said the same thing that brother said concerning, quote unquote, when we showed up, like, when we went to see the other nations, how they would all like, be excited or fearful. Either we were coming to bring them blessings, or we were coming to bring them judgment. You know what I mean? But they always were prepared for us, and it was just a sight to behold the Israelites in our perfection, man. Hey, brothers and sisters are seeing, these visions from Yahweh Shem Shai. I pray I don't get those visions and dreams, but I do pray that the Lord, blesses, especially starting with the Akim wa Akwath, with those visions and those dreams, because it keeps us motivated. We want to pray for balance, because we deal with the harshness of the Bible, more than we deal with the blessing, because we have to. That's, the serious part of it. This is not our rest, and we're still in trouble. We're coming out of it, that Lord's hopeful elect, but we're still here, and we have not been delivered yet. So we have to deal with the harsh reality of the Bible and prophecy, man. All right. But to be balanced, thinking about what the Lord has promised us, and every time a brother, sister had one of them visions or dreams of the kingdom, they always mention how decked out, we were, how beautiful we were, what we looked like, and they always just a spirit of excitement be on them, and they always harken on how decked out we were, man, like with the jewels and things like that. So keep your mind focused on that. You meditate on the good, and prepare for the worst, man. But again, it's a lot of people that are so-called rich, especially with what's going on in the industry right now, especially the music industry. Seems like everybody's a rapper. There's a bunch of female rappers. They're all portraying as if they're rich. We don't know, what they got going on financially, but the image that they put out is just money, money, money. Everybody's getting to the bag, and while we're suffering, barely eating, living paycheck to paycheck, man. Now the Lord definitely blesses us with our daily bread, and if we're doing what we're supposed to do, we can all testify He will give you a little bit more. All right, but it's nothing compared to what they have now. And that's just a part of the process, man. All right, but where we at? Proverbs 24, and I was at 19, and we'll go at 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. They have their reward. The Lord mentioned that in the Bible, man. They have their reward, man. Esau, Edom. So you're going into slavery. All right. You other nations are going into subjection under the Israelites as well, man. All right. And once you see how beautiful this earth is going to be, and how prosperous the other nations will be under, our supervision, they're going to praise us, just like my brothers and sisters saw in those visions, man. All right. Unlike Esau, Edom, everybody's complaining, all right, because the wicked is ruling right now, man. And he's doing a terrible job. He's so wicked that he don't even care about his own people, man. All right. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. Yeah, so their prosperity is going to be put out, even our people. And you know that, man. Hey, it's just a moments away from seeing, all these so-called rich ballers of our nation candle be put out, man. Verse 21, my son, fear the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. And that's our people, man. Here we are, telling them right from wrong, and they rather believe a lie. All right. In verse 22, for their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both. And that's that a suddenly. Let me stack that with First Thessalonians, man, about 5:3. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and for the most part, as far as the rich go, hell, they're saying that now because they're prospering. They don't have to worry. And I mean, like LeBron, them, man, they got enough money, just like Kobe was doing before the Lord took him off this earth. What was Kobe doing? He was flying in one of the, what was it, a helicopter? Is people that are rich that can, if a storm comes, man, it's people that can just hop on some type of aircraft or boat, what have you, and just leave, man. They can go across the earth, man, as they will, man. So they are in, their safety because of their finances, man. All right, or their fame and fortune. All right. Again, First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And again, that's why the Lord told us to watch, man. See, we're watching for that thief. Now the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night to those individuals who aren't waiting for his second coming. All right, and this great tribulation that precedes the Lord's second coming. See, we're watching through the Spirit, so we're not going to be taken off guard, because we're waiting for the tribulation. We're waiting for persecution. We're waiting to be brought to a low estate for the glory of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Unlike the prosperous people on the earth, whoever they may be, man, every nation has a individual Hamite, the so-called African. It's plenty of rich. Look at, if I looked up like billionaires and millionaires, there's a lot of Hamites, man, that are, filthy, stinking rich, man. All right. And sudden travail and sudden destruction is going to come upon them during Jacob's trouble, man. They can't say it's our fault, because we're constantly warning these people every day through the Spirit. Destruction is coming. Judgment is coming for our people. Repent. If you believe in the God of the Bible, hell, we don't know if we're the elect. If you feel like you believe in the God of the Bible and you rocking with that, well, you need to give diligence to make your calling and election sure. You're not going to change the words of the Bible just because it sounds harsh. And that's what a lot of our people do. They like to hear those smooth words prophesied to us, deceits. They rather hear prosperity gospel instead of hearing, repent, suffer, sacrifice. The servant is not greater than his master. Our Lord was homeless when he was a man. How come his mother of our nation that have multiple mansions, multiple dwelling places, when the king of the nation of Israel, the king of this entire universe, was homeless when he came? Sure, he was a humble man, but he still always was the son of Yahweh, only begotten. All right, that's crazy, right? For our people to be puffed up and not realize the danger that awaits them, man. Okay, let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. Knowing that, that they're prospering, it'll piss you off. 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 13. Check this out, though. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished. That's to myself first and foremost, because I got a serious problem with the celebrities and stuff. It's just, every brother got his own pet peeve, if you will, that really, whatever really, pricks his spirit concerning wickedness, man. I don't like these damn celebrities, none of them. Any NBA player, any NFL player, whatever. I don't care. Actress, actors, rappers, singers, none of them. If they up there on that TV, on that internet, I don't trust them, bro. All right. And the Lord is teaching us, hey, man, hey, don't be curious how the ungodly shall be punished. They are going to be punished. Look at our women. It seems like they're prospering, living in their luxury apartments, their updated kitchens and things like that, and are just complete whores and are making their money through whoredoms, OnlyFans, or just real deal old school prostitution, okay? Or just, the wickedness of a woman, just having that manipulating spirit, when it comes to dealing with men and scamming and using men for food dates, man, just to eat and shit like that, man, just prospering because they have a little bit of beauty. All right. And it says, and when. So, hey, don't worry about how and when, but all we need to be worried about is doing what's required of us, and the Lord is going to take care of the rest. But inquire how the righteous shall be saved. That's exactly the point that I was making through the Spirit. Worry about us, making sure we're giving diligence to make our calling and election sure. And surely the Lord is going to punish the wicked if he is a righteous power, which we do believe, and that the Lord is righteous, man, that he's going to do something about all this wickedness on this earth, especially as it relates to Esau, Edom, and the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. All right. whose the world is and for whom the world is created, man, for Yahweh Shai and his hopeful elect first and foremost, man. All right. And through Yahweh Shai and that hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000, the entire earth is gonna be blessed, because of it. Except Esau Edom. He's finna have a rough go, man. And it's gonna be a long 1,000 years of captivity. It's gonna be rough, man. We teaching our brother our brother Esau, yeah. That's our brother, and we teaching him, man, through experience how rough this damn captivity has been. Look how confused and lost our people are. How we look just completely destroyed. Look at our women, and it's starting to happen. Look at this women, chasing the big black man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that we ain't got nothing to do with that. Them women, they found, a desire, and Esau woman is jumping ship on them, man, and it's happening more and more every day. That's a sign of a declining kingdom, man. All right. Go to the book of Romans. All right, concerning that, especially the women, because it seems like they're getting away with everything and nothing is happening to them as a whole. Sure, there's individual judgments that go out, but all of our women are wicked damn near, man. Even the women that know that they Israelites. I just saw a brother speak about Israelite party. They're in that party spirit. A lot of women that know that they're Israelites that cleave on to some of those other camps. I'm not even going and they're up in there dancing like we made it. It's a time and place for that. Now is not the time. Now it's time to be, very, very serious. They should be, praying together. You feel me? Not dancing. No, what I mean, you can dance, but I wouldn't be putting that out, for the public, to see, because it kind of like portrays like you're in a celebrating type of spirit, man, rather than preparing for this great tribulation, which is finna be, like the Lord say, a time like this earth has never seen before. So we got to be in a serious spirit. In the men of the Lord are through the spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shah. We're not playing no games. The Lord's not playing with us. And we're very, very serious about this. You know why we're so serious about it? Ultimately, it's the spirit that's upon us. But we really want this. We really want that perfection. Y'all just want to play and pretend, with these imperfect bodies, put on these whack ass garments, these whack ass clothes, man, these mixed fabrics, mediocre clothing, plastic shoes, man, Jordan's plastic, red bottoms plastic, trying to stunt, especially for a woman. Come on, you don't wake up looking like that. Look at all the stuff you have to do just to look presentable, my sister. You know what I mean? I always bring it up, breath crazy, you know what I mean? Bacteria are, just growing in your mouth all night. You know what I mean? You got waste that comes out of you every day. Then you gotta wash your face. And then for you women, you gotta put on fake hair. The makeup. Come on, man. This is not our rest. It's like they rather do all this pretend stuff than do it the right way and let the Lord bless you for real, so you won't have to wear that fake ass long hair. The Lord give you your hair back as a covering, and you can look like a princess or be an actual princess for real instead of pretending, talking about you a damn queen. All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 11. Yep, plain and simple. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh Hashem Shah. So yeah, they're gonna get punished, man. All right, if they're wicked, if they're behaving wickedly concerning our nation, the Lord is going to punish them, because there is no respect of persons. So I don't care if you are, a woman, the weaker vessel. You can't just do what you want to do, Eve, contrary to popular belief. You can't usurp authority over the men anymore, man. All right, the Lord is getting ready to do away with that shit. He did that for a reason, for our punishment and our humiliation, okay, for transgressing him. But it doesn't make it right. All right, just like, now we want to get into it. Verse 12, for as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law. And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. And we're teaching our people the law. They just don't want to hear it. All right, so they're still going to be judged by it. All right, because it's for all of Israelite to keep, all the Israelites to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. And a lot of our people don't even give a flying flip. All right, so they're gonna be judged. Don't worry about it. The Lord got their number. We have to stay focused on ourselves. We rebuke this, all right, so we can get the blood off of our hands. We rebuke this type of behavior, but we can't be envious, man. And I say that to myself first and foremost, man. I get kind of in my feelings about it, man. It could be family members. I got family members that are prospering. Oh yeah, stuff like wives and shit. It's lawful for us to have multiple wives. A lot of brothers don't even have shit. I'm dealing with some, I tell you that. The why y'all about Shemal Shai. But it's some brothers out here that the Lord may not even let deal with women right now, man. Who knows what we done, to offend Yahweh Shemal Shai in our past lives, some of the things that we've done in this life that we don't even realize. So we just have to eat it. You know what I mean? We have to eat it. And you see these whack ass niggas, man. You see a little Uzi Vert and all the women throwing themselves at this little guy. I ain't gonna talk about him too bad, man. But all these weirdos, I'm saying, in the industry, that these women throw themselves at multiple women, and we can't even damn near buy a female. It's for a reason. Obviously, I'm wise in that regard, but it can piss you off. Is the point. All right, and we don't want to, have an envious spirit like that. All right, we have to wait on Yahweh Shem Hawashah, have some accountability, and push forward, man. And the only ones that can really do that, like it's supposed to be done, is the men of the hopeful elect, starting with the men and the sisters. Through those men, they're gonna follow suit. But again, look at the spirit that those women are in those camps, man, that are affiliated, with those camps, or affiliated with men in those camps. They're in a party, fucking making albums, which is nothing wrong with these things per se. But now is not the time. My favorite, precepts in the Bible, Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 6, I believe it's a time and place for everything, man. It's gonna be a time where we can party. We see you women love to dance, man. My sister, you go get your chance to get in your group with your sister wives and your sisters, all right? And y'all can dance every day in this kingdom, man. All you want, beautiful and perfect, and not hoard out and not stinking. All right, but it's a process to get there. Now is not the time. You should be, helping the men of the Lord. You should be, praying and fasting and crying out and mourning, because you're gonna do that in Jacob's trouble. You see, so it will behoove us to do it now, so that the Lord will remember us and have some mercy upon us, man. Because it's gonna be much mourning. All right, all that dance shit gonna go out the window. All that, oh, I know I'm an Israelite shit gonna go out the window for you ladies, man. When you realize how severe this war gonna be. All right, and all the death and destruction that's gonna surround you. It ain't gonna be, that play shit no more, man. It's gonna be, straight survival mode. This is not a game. All right, 2 more precepts, straight to the point. You know me. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. Talking about Yahweh Shai, man. All right. If we deny him, he also will deny us, man. So if we suffer because the servant is not greater than the master, do you not know the historical account of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ? How he was marred more than any man. All right. Look at the picture of Emmett Till and see his face. That means Yahweh Shai was marred more than him, all right, being lied on, persecuted, all right. So whatever type, and the Lord may not even suffer, especially you women, all right, to even go through that. But guess what? Suffering is required. So if you gotta miss a day of eating, all right, and your stomach gotta growl a day, all right, the servant is not greater than the master. There's gonna be some type of sacrifice that's gonna be made. Even though we understand Yahweh Shai made the ultimate sacrifice, you still gotta suffer. All right, you still gotta suffer. So ain't no need of denying it and trying to avoid it. We gotta go through it. You just give diligence to make your call in the election. Sure, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and you'll be fine, man. All right, but you're still going to suffer. And whatever the Lord got for us during Jacob's trouble, it is what it is, man. But there's a good side to that, of that suffering. We shall also reign with him, and we understand the Lord's kingdom, his government, that there's going to be men ruling the 12 apostles under King David, the 12 apostles, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, all right, of the nation of Israel, ruling with their wives and princes and concubines, etc. All right, that's what's coming to us, that glory, that perfection. But we have to suffer, and if we deny him, he also will deny us. For anybody that want to deny that we have to worship and reverence the Son, or don't want to say his name, want to call the Lord whatever the hell they want to call the Lord, hey, the Lord is going to treat you like that during Jacob's trouble, man. When your calamity comes, the Lord say he's going to mock. All right, so just like you're mocking the prophets now, some of you Israelites, man, when your calamity comes, especially you women, hey, the Lord is going to mock you, and he's going to do that through the prophets, man, or through his people, man, through the Israelites, man, through the sisters as well, those righteous sisters. All right, it ain't too many of them out there, but Jacob's trouble is going to bring it out of them. You know what I mean? But one more precept, and that'll be it. Through the Spirit, Luke 9 and 26. Just to back up that point, for in the words of Yahushua, Luke 9 and 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. That's a fearful thing, man. All right, that the Lord is going to deny you. He's going to be ashamed of you. He's going to mock you if you are ashamed of him and can't, whatever your lot is, man. All right, especially for you men, if you can't get out there and, get on internet highways and byways, get out on actual highways and byways, and give diligence to make your call an election sure, as if you're scared. All right, because the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. And if you do have the spirit of fear, hey, it's okay. Pray, though. You need to pray to Yahweh Shai, for him to remove that fearful spirit away from you, because the Lord didn't give us that, the spirit of fear, man. That's a demon that's causing confusion and doubt in you, okay, to be able to accomplish these things. And if you can't do it, if you can't handle this phase, how are you going to have the faith to do miracles, man, when the enemy comes in like a madman, sparing none, when he enforces that mark of the beast on every human being on earth? How are you going to be able to really have faith and to stand and to be able to fly, disappear, melt, all the things that we're prophesying, all right, the Lord is going to do, via miracles? You're not going to be able to, because you was ashamed. You couldn't even say the Lord's name. You were denying that. You were calling the Lord an idol. You didn't teach your family. You didn't, you know what I mean? You was ashamed of the Lord, and the Lord said he's going to be ashamed of you, man, when he shall come in his own glory and his Father's and of the holy angels, man, concerning that second coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. He's coming back, all right? And he's only going to deliver and save a small portion of his people, the Hebrew Israelites, man. Everybody else, hey, they're going to catch it. So let's not be ashamed of what we truly believe in, because our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. All right. And it's nothing to go back to. The world done got corny. Atlanta, it corny now. It's played out. They had their time. We from down here. New York is corny now. Look at those bozos. Look at those kids up there with their drill rap. I was feeling like mock and mimic how they rap. It's ridiculous. It's California. Played out. Nobody cares about Cali no more. This ain't the 90s with Tupac and Biggie no more. This shit over with. Nobody care about none of that. It's corny. Texas. You know what I mean? Who cares? Oh, corny. Still sipping no syrup, I see. You know what I mean? Still round, you know what I mean? Swinging and banging in Texas. Shit, old, corny. Miami. You get your ass killed in Miami. All right? This is what we want. Try to go on these damn trips and the whole earth is polluted. Paris stinks. You know what I mean? We got to get out of here, man. So it's nothing to go back to, man. So it will behoove us to keep our eyes focused on ahead, man, on the future. And on our goal, which is attaining salvation and receiving that kingdom, man. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and until next time, Shalom.